everyone, my name is Heidi. I'll be talking about how I got pregnant with PCOS. I am not a medical professional. I am just sharing my story, hoping to help anybody out there going through the same thing I already did. I do want to talk about my backstory, but if you're here only for the list, I will put in a timestamp about when that list will be, so check the link below. A little bit of my backstory is in 2017, I was able to get pregnant, but unfortunately it ended up being a miscarriage, and that is when I found out that I had PCOS. To better understand my body, the doctor sent me to get HCG blood levels to see when I would ovulate. So whenever I got my period, I was sent over there. I guess it's like the last day of your period, you get your blood work done to see if you ever even ovulated. And of course, all 3 times that I did get my period, I never ovulated, unfortunately for me. And that is the first time I've ever heard anyone say, oh, that means that you probably had fake periods. I was blown away because the cramps were not fake. I will tell you that. But I was very, very frustrated. Clearly, like anybody else would be. I then was introduced to Clomid, and along with Clomid, I got a list here. Along with Clomid, I was taking progesterone and estradiol. If you don't know what that is, basically it's to make you ovulate and get you pregnant, make your body kind of release hormones, and it thickens your lining. I can make a whole different video on that because that's its own story itself. But just so you know, you're only allowed to take this type of medication, I believe, only up to 6 times. I'm not 100% correct on that or sure on that, but depending on your body type and your doctor and how they feel comfortable, I was only able to take it 3 times. I think that if you take it up to 6 times, your body becomes immune to that, and I don't think that that's a really good thing. So I only took it 3 times, and of course, all 3 times were not good. My body kept fighting me, and it did not work for me. It is definitely not a good thing if you're overweight. So yes, I am overweight, and I was overweight. So yes, I ended up going to the gym and trying to break a sweat, trying to eat healthier. I even tried to juice. But I just wanted to find more. I had to find more. So when I went back, I actually went to a nurse practitioner. I was on the medication. She put me on the progesterone, and it basically thickens the lining of your uterus, and it also makes you get your period. So I was willing to give it a shot. She said, we'll take all the other medications out, which was the other 2. We'll keep you on progesterone, and we'll see how your body reacts, and we'll see how it goes from there. I was referred to a infertility doctor because at this point there was no hope for me as far as like doing it with Clomid or naturally. So I never went to the infertility doctor because I felt that there was more that I could do before I took that big step. It is very expensive, and most insurances, I don't think any insurance covers that. So, and I hear it's really painful, with other painful, and it's just expensive. So that's when my best friend introduced me to an OBGYN on Instagram. I know this sounds crazy, but she is amazing, and she has this thing called Toxic Tuesdays, and her name is Dr. Laura Shanine. I love her. I'll link her description below. So, like I said, at this point, I'm willing to try anything before I take that big leap. So when I saw that she had no Toxic Tuesdays, I was really open to see what she had to say. So this is my list of what I did. Of course, I was inspired by her Toxic Tuesdays, and this is what I did, and this is what I believed that helped me get pregnant. So here you go. So the number 1 is basically no chemicals. And so when we talk about no chemicals, we're talking about like in your food. I am somebody, and was somebody, and I'm trying to be better about this, is not to eat as much out and get fast food or go out in restaurants, they don't always use the best ingredients for you. So I try to eat more at home. And not only that, but when I do go grocery shopping, I do get my produce that's organic, non-GMO. I do try to get my protein. Ooh, I'm out of breath. All right. I try to get my protein organic. I try to get lean meats and just try to eliminate all of the chemicals that I can. I'm not perfect, but I started doing that. It's also with water. I already drink a lot of water, but depending on how you drink your water, you could be drinking from BPA plastics. So I eliminated all of my plastics around my kitchen. Yes, I did. And I got all glass. I stopped drinking from BPA waters that, if the water bottle didn't say BPA free or the plastic wasn't BPA free, I was not going to drink from that. I also switched to your normal water to alkaline water. This can be controversial and debatable. A lot of people think that, I'm out of breath again, sorry, that alkaline water won't necessarily do anything, and a lot of people say that it helps regulate your pH balance. The argument is, what pH? I don't know, but you know what? I tried it. So, and I still drink alkaline water. So those are the two things that I did as far as eliminated from what I drink and I eat. The next thing I did was I eliminated all the chemicals in my household. So before you get like, well, that's a lot, I did not go and throw everything away from my house and start it from scratch. Every time I needed to replace something, I would replace it with chemical-free products that were not with your harmful chemicals. So from your dish soap to your floor cleaner to your toilet cleaner, especially detergent. It was a lot, but it didn't happen overnight. My house is still not 100% chemical free. I still have some stuff that I still use and waiting for them to run out, and I'm not going to repurchase them. I am just buying all chemical free. And it's not even that as much more expensive than what you think, just so you know. And with no chemicals, yes, that also means your beauty regimens as far as your makeup, nail polish, your deodorant, your shampoo, things that you use. Again, I still have makeup that's not clean, quote unquote. I have used, if it's gone, once I run out, I will go ahead and use clean makeup and replace it with clean makeup. I don't know why I'm losing my breath a lot. Pregnancy here. But it didn't happen overnight. I definitely didn't just go and throw everything away. I just started small. The next thing I did, talked about getting rid of BPA. The next thing I did is get better sleep. I gave myself a break from all social media. That actually allowed me to get better sleep because I'm not scrolling at night and seeing all these other people's stories, and just, it gave me better sleep. So I think that having better sleep, and with that better sleep comes with no stress. I cannot stress this enough. I know that stress is here every day and it's here to stay, and it's so much easier said than done, but I believe it's something that we can try to we can try to work on every single day. I know it's so much easier said than done, but we have to practice and work on it every single day. It's like sometimes personally speaking, sometimes I get really upset with something and then I go and take a nap and I wake up and I realize, boy, that was stupid. So again, it's something that we have to practice. For me, I went as far as switching jobs. I know it sounds crazy. Yes, switching jobs can be very stressful. It's a whole new position, new people, new job to learn. But for me, it was going to be so much more worth it than to stay with my current stressful job. And I don't regret it. And the 8th one is definitely, I know this may be common sense, but it wasn't for me. And if you have, obviously if you're watching this, you have PCOS. We never really know when we're ovulating. I know when doctors would ask me like, oh, when do you ovulate? I thought that was like the dumbest question to ask because I don't know. So, but you can definitely pay attention to your body. So after doing the blood test, after 3 periods, and my blood test coming back as of you didn't ovulate, it's really hard. That answer can be very, very frustrating. So as long as you just pay attention to your body and you're just looking for that white, you're looking for that clear egg white discharge. And that one is the holy grail. That is when you get your freak on. But that is all I have for you guys today. No, that is not all I have for you guys today. So that is when you get your freak on. I was on progesterone for about 4 months. I tried everything on my list for about 4 months until I actually got pregnant on my own. I'm currently 33 weeks pregnant, and I'm an example that this can happen, and I wish every single one of you watching this luck. I'm sending you all my love, all of my luck, because I know that this is very frustrating and it is very hard, but just know that there is hope out there. I always held on to hope and faith, and that is something that I just am so grateful for. And I'm 33 weeks pregnant right now, and I cannot believe I never thought that this would happen to me. So I just want you to keep positive and keep having faith and hope, because it can happen to you. It will happen to you. It can happen. Again, this was just my list that helped me. And I hope that it helps anybody out there. So with that, that's all the story I have for you. I wish I am sending you all of my love and all of my and I hope that I will have some success stories. I hope that you will have a success story just like me. And I'm just waiting. All right, bye guys.